At your concept.
Okay.
The 3 minutes are all yours.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Matthijs Veenstra. Here on behalf of the teachers team. And I think you already know a little bit about our assignment, really about provoking discussion among youngsters about their media usage. So we thought about an idea, let's call it an idea, and it's called, well, it's a working title, Do You Believe It? So imagine, what if you would suddenly see your face, a very private picture, on a billboard in the USA? Would you believe it? Or maybe you see a post that someone is missing, one of your friends, on Facebook. Would you believe it? This is our concept. Our concept is to stimulate this kind of discussion among youngsters by inviting them to join a game. And when they sign up for this game, the only thing they know is that for a period of time, they will see on all the platforms they use, they will see messages, and they don't know whether it's fake or real. So when they see something, whatever they use, they can vote whether it's fake or real and give their own insights on it. Furthermore, they can also themselves create content to, well, play April Fools with others who signed up for this game. So basically this stimulates them to really reflect on, okay, on the one hand we're playing a game and you can, you know, if you get a lot of I believe it, so sort of likes, people actually believe the message you created, which is fake. So they believe the April Fool you pulled, the prank you pulled. And if they believe it, you get more possibilities actually to create fake content. So there's this kind of incentive to really well, perform at this game. On the other hand, it also asks questions like, do the ends justify the means? So you want to be better at this game. You can, for example, create a very realistic message in which you say a friend is missing, but would this be justified? Is it allowed to do something like that, to really fool others with this kind of serious, well, serious message? And we kind of want to be provocative in this way, to spark discussion amongst them, but not really from a top-down perspective, but really let them create the content and reflect on it. Okay, how can we create this reality, what is allowed, morally speaking? And this way we hope to, well, incite some form of discussion. And this is the concept we have so far. So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice presentation. I'm gonna ask the jury now to put a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We're going a bit sideways. Sideways. Sideways up. Okay. Who wants to speak first? Yeah.
I quite enjoy alternate reality games. These games that kind of psych you out, and how they can be kind of transmedia. You can have phone numbers that you could call up and listen to voicemail and all kinds of stuff. And even things like USB dead drops you sort of plug into and download files. And you can have all sorts of different fun with those. I think that's an interesting way of engaging with millennials. I don't know if it's been tried before, or particularly in this way. I would be interested to hear whether it's going to move out of the world of social media and into something sort of quasi-physical or not.
Yeah, to really extrapolate just not only the social media but also blend it into the physical reality.
Yes.
Yeah. To make it more transmedial than just social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually thought about that, like maybe when watching Netflix, seeing in the ads your own face and not really knowing whether this is a plan of a company, particularly, you know, personalized marketing, or if it's part of the game.
Right.
If it's not a real ad at all to sell you something.
Yeah.
Then also maybe news messages could be in print as well. Like, do you believe this news thing that you're reading now? Do you believe this message?
Or false advertising,
yeah.
kind of like one weird trick type things popping
Could also
up.
be one of your friends just writing down a brilliant piece of journalism, which is
a
fake.
bit strict here.
Oh,
sorry
sorry.
for that. There's a few minutes for. I'm really
okay.
looking forward to see the reaction of the jury on the
I
concept.
apologize.
John, no worries.
I'm interested. I think there's something there. I struggle to understand how you would create, where you would get the real ones from, like, and what the sensitivities around that would be, and like I don't quite. I don't know. I can't quite picture it. I think that I'd quite like the thing about can you build it by going outside social media? Is there an immersive theatre aspect to this? Like, I feel like this is something that young people need to be able to actively discuss and maybe do it physically in person. I don't know. That's what's creeping on me, and that's why I'm not quite sold on a solution that is just offline. But I thought you outlined it very well. I thought you set it up really well. So I get where you're coming from. I'm just not quite there.
Not quite convinced that this would actually work. And if I understand you correctly, this is mainly because you think that the social media aspect won't be enough to engage them.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a deeper engagement that you're asking for than like some people will be able to get there, but I feel like you need to build some stuff around it and just push it a bit. I'm not quite there yet.
Okay.
John, Tina.
Yeah, I think there are two really strong aspects to it. You were talking about kind of game that made me think of a game we sometimes play called the dictionary game, where you have to invent a description of a word you don't know, and there's one person that has the right description and 3 others or 5 others that have to make them up, and you have to be really creative to come up with something that people believe, and some people get really good at it also by listening to others so I think that's a really nice game, and this creativity can go into this game as well. So I think it's a nice game. I think that people would enjoy it. I think it will stimulate creativity as well. Some really important minus is, I think, that you could be stimulating people to bully, and you were not talking about rules or something like that. I think there have to be some very strict rules, which also might be not so good for the creativity, because people have to read all those rules. So I think that there needs to be done some work there, but I really like the idea.
Okay, fair point. Yeah.
René?
I like the idea, the concept. Same like John. I'm not entirely sure how you onboard people, how you get it going. I do agree with the remark on how to organize at least the fact that people don't start pestering each other or stuff like that. I don't necessarily think that you need a lot of rules, but at least a self-cleaning mechanism would be even better. I think that people would have discussions. I think you said something about it. Have discussions about how we are behaving in this domain, and that itself would then be part of the program. I would have liked to see something. We saw great presentations earlier today from your pupils with nice sheets and drawings and audiovisual material and stuff, and the teachers have no means at all. That's disappointing for me. But however, the way you took us through the series of ideas, I think is quite convincing. So I don't feel yet where we end up in the end, and how you get them on board. But the idea is triggering.
Okay, I'm gonna give a quick summary. There's lots of possibilities for fun, and fun is a good way to engage. It reminds of the dictionary game. You might want to look into that, and it can stimulate creativity. But it needs to be discussed in real life. Is this the right platform to discuss certain things? Could it blend into this physical world? How about different kinds of sensitivities? Is it bully-proof? And is there a matter of how to do self-cleaning in that system? The concept overall feels good. It feels convincing. Still needs a bit of shaking up, probably.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well.